Welcome in. I've got the FunWhole Antique Store. If you're a fan of modulars, this set is a game changer. Stick around and I'll tell you why this may be better than any Lego modular ever. I'm Stacy and this is... This set number is F9033. There is 2,847 pieces. There's 12 number bags and 40 bags in total. 2 of those bags are actually special pieces, which are for the connection of the lights within the set. 1 bag of printed pieces, 2 books, and 1 box of lights. Thank you to FunWhole for sending this wonderfully well-lit modular set to us so that we could share with all of you. The official price is $159.99. Don't forget, you can also save 10% with FunWhole using discount code SheClicksBricks, and that's 10% on top of any other discounts that FunWhole is offering. We will provide our link in the description. So if you're not familiar with FunWhole, they're actually the first brand of light bricks. They've actually been around since 2014. And their name stands for whole fun of day and night. And that's why all of their sets have lights. Before we move on, I'd like to take a moment to ask you to please hit that thumbs up, as it really does help our channel. And if you're really enjoying the content, please consider subscribing for more. Taking a look at this box, we've got fabulous artwork here that shows this magnificent retro building. You can see so many details from the top to the bottom and seeing all those excellent colors. Really like the setting that they used with the cobblestone road that you can see there at the bottom. And of course, we've got our FunWhole logo and our set number and our number of pieces and suggested age for building. On the back, now, this building is the first of their street view style building. And then we have the book cafe that's coming next. And it's part of the Town Life series. The newsstand, if you're familiar with that, you can see the difference in sizes. They've also got the flower truck listed there as well. Then we've got our minifigs. And in my opinion, they are the cutest minifigs there are. We've got this nice piano. That's a separate build inside. We've got our customers of the antique store, a little kitty, our store owner, and then our store associate. And you can see that he's got a trolley here with a piece of art that is encased in glass to make sure to keep it safe while moving it around. Take a look at the manuals for this set, and there is 2 separate manuals. A lot of pieces with this set. You can see that the picture of the set is on the front, just like the box. Really good quality books. Honestly, they didn't scrimp at all. Feels like a really expensive magazine. The name of this set, or the antique store, is Susan's Antique Co. And that's because the set actually has a whole story. And it's a touching tribute to the store owner's beloved wife, who is no longer with him. So we'll talk about the story a little bit more when we get into the build, but I just thought I would point that out. Here shows some of the lights. This shows the battery box, and this shows bag 1, 2, and 3 of the lights that come with the set. So you know what to expect in the box. Here I really like how they show how many studs for these flat pieces, so there's no guesswork, and they also show it actually on the set. So there's takes all the guesswork out of it, which I think is just fantastic. Really good instructions. And I wanted to show this just because it shows a little bit of the instructions specifically for the lights. So this is the string of lights that you're working with. It shows exactly how to lay them out, exactly where to put them in the special pieces to work it through the set. Really good instructions. The second book, I'll just show a little bit here. This is your battery pack that comes with it, their battery box, and it comes with a USB, and you can use it with the USB into the battery box, or you can use a separate cord that you can put it right into a battery bank, which is really neat. The brick separator, I can't forget to talk about that. This is FunWhole's brick separator. It works so well. It's very light, but also very sturdy. It looks different than other ones, so I really wanted to show that. Taking a look at the minifigs, like I said, FunWhole has the cutest minifigs ever. And what I love is that they are so different from anybody else's. Look at the round bodies on them. They're just so different and have so much character on their own. This is the store associate. This is our antique store owner, Monsieur Jean-Michel. This is our male customer, and this is our female customer. The outfits, the printing is really good. Their hair pieces fit on really nicely, and you can see how it carries through to the back. And I also like to show the feet because they are very different from any other minifigs, and they fit right on really perfectly to the studs with ease. This is also an extra build that comes with. It is the art, a piece of art that is in a glass casing for protection because you can see it's on a trolley. So here it is, the magnificent European style antique store. Now I said there was a story behind this, and as we go through the build, I'll tell you a little bit about the story, but I want to kind of set the preface for it. The owner is Monsieur Jean-Michel, and his wife was Susan, hence the name Susan's Antique Co. He met her at a starlight dance where he was mesmerized by her playing the piano. Throughout their life, they had lots of journeys. And when they returned from those journeys, they decided to build this store and use it to display all of their collectibles and hold all their memories. So as we go through the build, I'll show you some of the specifics that are attached to those memories and talk a little bit about why they're in this set. But look, it is so beautiful. And before we get into this, I want to show you what it looks like with the lights out. Take a look at this. Look how impressive it looks. I hope it comes through as well on camera as it does in person. Those lights through that stained glass is incredible. You could see so many details right through the building. Not too much to see around the back, but of course, it's probably going to go in your city, so what's the point? But you can really see so many details. You could see all through these beautiful clear windows and doors, and these lights actually are built right into the fixtures. It is just impressive. Take a look at the first floor from the outside. There's so many great details. Look at those flowers. I've never seen flowers like that before in a set. This great awning, printed pieces to tell us what we sell at the store. And through this window, you can see that there is an old school camera. You can see right through the window. That was a great little build on its own. We've got some lights, another printed piece for the sign outside. Look at these grand doors. I love how the handles are built right into the doors. And then on this side, we've got another window that you can clearly see through the knight's gear. And then we've got this printed piece, which is our theme of our story. Every visit is a journey through the good old days. Then we've got this bay door here, loading door, I guess, where you can load in all the new antiques that come to the store. Another back door and a bag of garbage at the back. This is our battery box. As you can see, we've got USB. It takes 3 AA batteries. Then you also have an option here to use a USB-C into a battery bank. I chose the box because it's on the back of the building and it's attached. Inside, you can see this grand shelf here. Looks like it's filled with some books and some collectibles because there's another shelf over here with some antique looking items. You can see the knight's armor through the back there from the inside. There's a light here. This is where you could see some of the wires, but you need to see them at some point, but they're not on the outside of the building. And this is a connector so that we can connect the lights to the second floor and have the lights work through the second floor. Here's our camera, nice little build by itself. We've got a break area over here. And then we've got some pictures. We've got a picture of Jean-Michel and Susan, and another picture of Susan on the wall. And we have some stairs going up to the next floor. The outside of the second floor. Some really great windows there. They were actually a really good build, but there's no panes in here, so I'm assuming the windows are open because it's a great summer day. You can see a little bit around the windows that there's some spaces there. I'm assuming that's like weathering because it's an older building. The architecture around this fantastic bay window, really good. We've got another window here, some good architecture around the trim as well. And this clock, fantastic. It's a clock, but it also has an hourglass at the bottom. And you can see that they've used a yellow brick at the bottom, so it looks like sand. So neat. And it's on a moving arm. I'm assuming that's in case of a windy day, give it some movement. We've got the back of the building here, and then on this side, we've got another window. You can see the piano right through the window. And take a look at the interior details on the second floor. This is where we really see some memorabilia for Jean-Michel and Susan. We've got this Vitascope projector. They really enjoyed old movies together, and you can see that there is a light there. We've got a upright piano, and this is a really cute build on its own. As I was building it, I was actually wondering, is this the piano that Susan was playing when Jean-Michel fell in love with her? In my mind, it is. We've got this great staircase going up to the next floor, and you can see the banister around the area for, it's going to be actually around the shelf that comes through to the second floor. We've got some artwork, and we've also got a vintage lamp there in the corner. And you can see these windows from the inside. Looks great in the corner. Before we move on to the third floor, I just wanted to put the second floor back onto the first so you can see how this beautiful shelf comes right through to the second floor. Pretty amazing. The third floor, you can see, continues with the amazing European style. We've got those windows. Again, a great summer day. There's no panes in there, but the architecture is insane. Such a good build. Here is that beautiful stained glass window. You saw it with the lights on. This is what it looks like with the lights off, but it was such a neat build with all the different colors that you're building behind those, behind that facade. And we've got an AC unit in this window here. Not too much to see along the back. Along the side, you see the back here is actually the back of a fireplace, which is the only light on this floor. The fireplace lights up. It looks so gorgeous when it's lit up. And then these connectors bring up to the roof because there's going to be a beautiful chandelier. The interior of the third floor is all antique clocks. You might ask, why so many clocks? This takes us back to our love story. As Jean-Michel and Susan would travel cities, they would listen to different clocks and considered it a symphony of time. We've got this great painting on the wall, and inside there is actually all the details for that beautiful stained glass window. And then we have our fireplace, which is the only lighted brick area on this floor, but it looks fantastic when it's lit up. We will show you in a bit. Put the third floor on so we can see with the lights. Look at that stained glass window up close and personal. Just gorgeous. And now we can also see the fireplace lit. It looks amazing. The final build of this set is this roof. You can see all the details along the trim. And we've got this peak, and we've got a couple of statues on there. As well, we have a skylight. I'm going to turn it upside down to show you that those windows open. And we've got our chimney. Why am I holding this in my hand instead of on the building or flat? Because we have this beautiful built-in chandelier. Right in that chandelier alone, there are 4 lights. You can see the wires a little bit, but they did a really good job at hiding as much as possible. And you can see there's some blue studs there on top as well to give it some color. Turn the lights down in the studio so that we can talk lighting. As you noticed, when we had each floor individually, there was no wires. They're all individually wired. And I want to say FunWhole does a great job with their instructions. Lighting can definitely be intimidating, especially if you're not used to doing them. But if you can click bricks for this set, you can do the lighting for this set. The instructions are fantastic. Speaking of each floor individually wired, I want to take off the roof. You can see the light through here from the chandelier. If I take off the roof, that light goes away because the chandelier goes off, and put it back on. And voila, we've got lights again. Like, it's just that easy. It's so great. I also wanted to show where I talked about using a battery bank before. I just took the USB out of the box and put it into the battery bank, and that's how I'm running the lights for this. So there's lots of different options for how you can run the lighting. As no set is perfect because it caters to many different people. I do wish that there were some more jumpers in the front. There's quite a few along here, but we've already got pieces there, and I really like to display my minifigs outside of my set. Also, I wanted to point out the instructions for the chandelier. Not that the instructions are bad, it's just that the way you have to hold the wires, you really need to pay attention. And I had to do it a couple of times in order to get the lengths of the wires perfect to fit in the chandelier properly. Now, you've seen this whole set in detail, and before I tell you why I think this is better than any Lego modular ever made, I would love to see your comments, so please post them up for us. Number 1, brick quality, amazing, on par with Lego. Number 2, large multi-segment printed pieces. Number 3, attention to detail. Number 4, don't forget the lights. Oh my goodness, the lights are so amazing. And number 5, the price, $159.99. FunWhole, you have raised the bar and lowered the price. Now, you know I have to wrap this up with the lights out, right? One more good look. I hope you enjoyed this content. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit that thumbs up and subscribe on your way out. And until next time, keep clicking those bricks.